going on, everyone? Welcome to the second section of this section. Um, we are going to be going over regular expressions. So, regular expressions. What is a regular expression? A regular expression is pattern matching. Um, so you pattern match a string. So it's a some would say easier way to determine whether something is within a string or it is not. And a lot of places use this for validation purposes. So like if you ever create an account and you need to put in a password and it says, oh, your password is incorrect, you need to have this, that, and the other. Well, this is how they actually do that. They do that using usually regular expressions. And this is something that's very good to know. It's good to know if you plan to get a job one day. It is something you can definitely put on your resume because, again, one day you'll have to put in a password validator. You have to create that, and this is one of the most efficient ways to do that. And I mean, you could do it other ways. There's other ways you can do that. You can use a for loop and iterate through all the different characters and keep count of everything. But that's a lot of code. Um, for some people will argue that this is easier. Some people will argue this is harder. Um, I just want to show you guys so you have an idea of what it is. And, if you want to learn more about it beyond this class, that's your choice. But I think that this is a very good thing to have under your belt. Okay, so let me introduce you to Regex 101. So this website, regex101.com, is something that I use a lot whenever I need to write regular expressions. I'm no guru, okay? I'm no regular expression guru. I can't just come up with these off the top of my head. I have to use this website to create them. So what I do is I'll usually start off with what I want to match, and after I do that, I will check out and see what what else would it match, and just put some tests here, right? So here we have a phone number, and this is how I kind of do it. Here is where you put your regular expression, obviously, and we're going to go over what all of these are. And then this is the flavor. Okay, so for this website, they have different types of flavors, or essentially languages that you can write them in. And they're all going to be a little bit different. What you want to pick is you want to pick ECMA script JavaScript. So that's what this is, JavaScript. If you pick one of these other ones, it may work, it may not. I, you know, I can't promise you anything, but you want to pick ECMA script JavaScript. That's the one you want to be on. Okay, and also match. You don't want to substitute or list, or just match is fine. Okay, so on this right side, you have an explanation of what each one of these is matching. And you have more matching information, the number of matches. And here, and this is something you guys really want to get into and really want to read and use. This is part of the lesson, and I can't go through each and every single one of these because it would take forever. And I'm sure you guys already love the videos; they're long enough; they don't need to be any longer, right? So, um, what you want to do is you want to go through here. I would highly encourage you to go through everything that's a common token. Let me see if I can't move this so we have a little bit more room. Um, okay. Well, this says common token. This is all tokens, common tokens, okay? You want to go through each one of these, and I will tell you to understand each one of these common tokens. The rest of these, I wouldn't worry too much about. Oh, character classes are good to know too. Understand what these character classes are, and understand everything that's in common tokens. And that should be enough to get you through the assignment. Um, if you want to learn more than that, hey, don't let me stop you from a good time. Please do. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And again, this is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool and technique that I've used on the job multiple times. And again, I love to go to this website, and this is where I do it. This is where I do all my testing and make sure that it's accurate. So all right, so let's get into the actual regular expressions now. So here we are matching phone numbers. Okay. Um, so this, if you hover over these as you type them out, they actually tell you, you can see that, they tell you what they're doing. They tell you what they are. And you can see that this is just regular text and it matches the character. Why did we have to do that? Well, why did we have to put a backslash and then a parentheses here? Well, this backslash parentheses and this parentheses backslash parentheses here is matching this parentheses and this parentheses. That's around what would be the area code. Okay, so if we delete this and we delete this, now it's different. You see how these aren't lit up? But this is lit up, right? Because that side's different. And now why this is like that is because this is a capture group. And what is a capture group? Well, let's take a quick look. A capture group is right here. Isolates part of the full match to be later referred to. So you can do it this way as well. This is a thing. And you can see here an example of how it's used. And you can copy paste this in here if you want to play around with it more. Okay? So the point of this is to show you guys that you do need to escape these, and that's what the backslash does. It escapes the characters, and you see here, it tells you in the explanation as well what it does. Um, let me actually make this light so you guys can see it better. Because so here, if you see when I delete these two, it doesn't match the phone number format that we want. It matches this bottom one, which is incorrect, right? So we don't want that. So let's put these back in. Okay, so that's how you do literals. This is also a literal, this dash, okay? You don't need to escape it. You can, but you don't need to because this isn't used in the regex language itself. Okay, moving on. So now inside of these brackets, we're capturing three numbers, okay? So now we're here. We're in this 1, 2, 3. And it tells you right here, see match, yeah, match a single character present below. So this matches the previous token exactly 3 times. And then this matches a single character between the range of 9 or 0 and 9, case sensitive. And this is actually this is a class. This is one of these, where is it? Character classes. Oh no, that's not a character class. But this is a character class, like A to Z, ABC. This is a range. Okay. I apologize. So this is a range. So the range is 0 to 9. You can do 0 to 5 if you want. And now it will not capture any 5s. So if we put, instead of this 3 here, we can put like a 6 and see how it won't capture it. If we put a 5, it'll capture it again. So that's how that works. So we're going range 0 to 9. You can put whatever number you want, as long as it's between 0 and 9, and 3 happens 3 times, okay? So these are the quantifiers. So quantifiers are down here. You see that? Oh, here we go. See, this is the exact example I ended up using. Matches exactly 3 consecutive A characters. So in our case, it matches whatever's before it 3 times. So it'll match 0 to 9, any number between 0 to 9, 3 times. So if we put another number here, it will not match it. You see that? Pretty cool. So moving on, now we have the dash, and that's this dash here. And we have 0 to 9 3 times again. So now we're here, the 4, 5, 6. And then we have another dash, which is this dash here. And now we're matching 0 to 9 again, 4 times, and that's right here. Okay. And this is just a grouping. Can we do it? I don't think we can. Yeah. So to put ranges in, you need to use these. I think you can. Can you use a capture group? No, you can't. So for specific characters, you have to use the brackets. So just be aware of that. And you can, again, read a little bit more about um, what these are. So matches either an A, B, or C. So you have to, there's going to be links, but there's a difference between um, parentheses and brackets. Brackets give you actual characters. Parentheses gives you like a group of something to match. So, um, okay, so this is just matching this first phone number with a parentheses. So let's say, for example, we want to match. Let's say we want to match this number at the end right here. Okay, so parentheses, one, two, three, parentheses, and then we're going to have seven numbers at the end. So the way we would write that is we would delete, oh no, we need the parentheses. We get rid of this and we can get rid of this. Okay, and now we will match that, but a simpler way to match it would be to delete this last one and just put a 7 here. Okay? Um, and this is also this quantifier. If you look here on the little chart they give you on the quick reference, you can do numbers. You can do exactly 3 like we did, or in this case we have 7. Um, you can do 3 or more by doing the number you want. In this case is 3, comma with nothing there, so you can have as many as you want. You can have between 3 and 6 by writing it 3 comma 6, okay, with the curly braces, and that's how that works. Um, okay, so let's do one more. Let's match. Let's say we want a number in front of here. Let's say we want a 1. See how none of these are matching now? Well, to match it, you would need a 1 and a dash in front of here for the country code. So we have a country code here. Well, let's say we have another country. I don't know, whatever country code 12 is. So see how now this isn't matching, but this is? Okay, because we put a 12 here. Well, actually, I didn't mean to do that. I put a 14. Okay, but there's now we only match 12. So how do we do that? How do we match more of these numbers, right? Well, you do this. You just copy this, and we can say paste. Okay, and we don't want to match 3. We can do 1 to 2. And 1 to 2 is going to look like that. 1 or 2. There we go. So you can have 1 to 2 of any number between 0 and 9, right? And that's how that works. So again, there is a lot of regular expression uh, methods and a lot of different ways to do it. For the assignment, I don't think it's too bad. I think for the most part, you guys will be able to figure it out. Um, Definitely go through all the common tokens. Well, actually, you know what? You have these character classes right here, so you don't really need to click here to look at them. They're all under the common tokens. So yeah, I would definitely just go through all the common tokens, make sure I understand what all of these are, and definitely read the articles. They're going to be linked in the notes PDF. But it's going to be more, you're going to have more of an understanding that way as well. And it's going to be more than I can just show you. Again, for me to explain the nitty gritty detail of how all of these work, there's a lot of different tokens and a lot of different combinations that you can do. Um, so it would take forever. That would be in its own course essentially. This is just an overview for you guys, so you're introduced to it and you're aware of regular expressions because they're very powerful and very useful. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to go over the second part of regular expressions, and that's going to be how to use them in JavaScript. And I'll probably end up using this actually regular expression here to show you some examples of how to match and modify things using them. Okay.